What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Back with some more reaction video content, my peoples. This time reacting to the most disrespectful dunks over the last 30 years, year by year. Now, I feel like sometimes my videos aren't really good for this kind of stuff just because I've watched so much basketball, and like I've been watching this stuff for probably 28 years, like greatest dunks, greatest crossovers, greatest all this kinds of stuff. So I know people put out reaction videos, people that really don't know basketball as much or watch basketball as much. So they see these things for the first time, and when they react to it, it's like amazing. But I feel like for me, sometimes it's like, yeah, I've seen this 100 times. I've seen this plenty of times. But some things are just still so amazing that I might not have that factor. You know what I mean? That kind of factor. But it's just like, yeah, that's a nasty dunk. So sometimes I was like, I don't know if I'm the best person for these kinds of videos, but regardless, depending on what kind of reaction people might be looking for, I guess you can take it from, it depends on the perspective from that person. So when you watch reaction videos for me, for stuff like this, best top 10 dunks, top 50 dunks, top 10 crossovers, because I watch this stuff all the time. When you watch with me, you gotta think about it as like, okay, this guy's probably seen this before. So he'll analyze it more or just like justify it more, as opposed to a first time reaction where it's like doing backflips or flying out of your seat. But sometimes I wonder, it's like, I don't know if I'm the best guy for this, but it's different content. This is from my perspective, so not somebody else's perspective. But I don't know why I started that rant, but I did it. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'd imagine if over the last 30 years, so that means what, 30 disrespectful dunks we're going to watch here, I would have to imagine I've seen at least 25 of them. And you know what? Instead of calling them out, I'm just going to tally up. As I see them, I'm going to tally up the ones that I've seen before. All right, let's get into it. Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp. Nasty. Yeah, that's one of the greatest dunks of all time.
Now that is attacking the basket. That's just what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, Michael Jordan tomahawk. Alonzo Mourning.
Michael Jordan, look at his tongue out over Alonzo Mourning. Yes! And after he comes down, he says,
Yahoo! I'm going to tell you this. I bet you Alonzo Mourning is probably on a lot of these posters. And maybe Patrick Ewing. But definitely Zoe. But the thing about Zoe, kudos to Zoe. Like, this guy didn't back down from anybody. Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, anybody. He had so much pride. And he understood, my goal is to play, my thing is to play defense. I don't care who you are. I'm going to contest a shot. If I get dunked on, oh well. But I'm going to contest a shot. Shout out to Zoe. All right? Scottie Pippen.
Myers for Pippen. Oh, a faithful Scottie Pippen in the face of Patrick Ewing, who did not appreciate
Nasty.
it.
Nasty. Tell him, Spike Lee, sit your ass down. Ooh. Ooh. I haven't seen that one before. This is a Pippen dunk I haven't seen.
Watch how high up Pippen gets on this side. Now remember, Charles Smith is
sit down, boy. Shaquille O'Neal All-Star Game. Love that dunk.
even Shaq talking to the crowd, he knew that. Look at the East bench. The East bench is up there. Acknowledging.
What's that? Q-Dog?
This is tomahawk dunk.
Nasty. Nasty.
Good lad.
Oh, Mutombo.
MJ.
He did it! Michael shakes the finger, but he finally got his dunk on Mount Mutombo. Morning went down. Brad Hill tackled.
1998. I know this one. This is basically Grant Hill gets his revenge on Alonzo Mourning. Listen, shout out to Grant Hill, one of the most. He's a big what if player. Like Grant Hill could have been a top 10 player of all time had he stayed healthy.
And Mourning has some words. I was watching the ball.
I was watching the play all the way. He set a solid screen on it.
Here it is right here. The crossover.
Oh, my!
Come on, man.
Bragging rights
Between the legs.
in the Heat's house. And the dynamite dunk right down the pipe at Mourning.
And that is a slammer jammer by Grant Hill.
Shaquille O'Neal push.
Against Dudley. Nice.
Shaquille O'Neal was so powerful on that move, and he just got overpowered by Shaquille O'Neal.
I love that dunk.
Houston Rockets,
Steve Francis tomahawk.
Steve Francis over Jahadi White.
Shahadi White. Yep.
Runs it down.
Tracy was really struggling. That goes the short route.
Let me just tell y'all, man, I'm going to continue to put respect on T-Mac's name, man, because T-Mac gets disrespected, doesn't get talked about. T-Mac is one of the best players I've ever seen. Yes, injuries took him out earlier than it should have. But when T-Mac came into the NBA, the word, a lot of people don't know this, but he was projected to based on his back problems, they were like, you won't make it more than 3 years. Something like that. It was a small amount of years, they said, before his back puts him out the NBA. But he went much longer than projected before his back actually put him out the NBA. But T-Mac's one of the best players I've ever seen and one of the best athletes I've ever seen. 6'8", hyper athletic, as you can see. Some of his best dunks are on Sean Bradley and Mike Dunleavy, and you might see those here. There are some dunks that I'm pretty sure I already know that are going to be on here. I expect Vince Carter's dunk on Alonzo Mourning to be on here. That would have been the 2005-2006 season, if I'm not mistaken. I expect Kobe Bryant's dunk on Dwight Howard to be here. That would have been the 04-05 season. I expect LeBron James's dunk on Jason Terry to be on here. I don't remember which season, but that was during the Miami Heat. Maybe one or two Blake Griffin dunks. I expect a DeAndre Jordan dunk to be on here. Just trying to think. Maybe Dwayne Wade on Anderson Varejao. That might have been the best dunk in that year. Maybe. Trying to think. A lot of people, I'm going to tell you this, because I'm about to speak on Vince Carter. There will probably be one Vince Carter dunk in there, which is the one on Alonzo Mourning, which would have been the 05-06 season, if I'm not mistaken. But in that game, I'll tell you, actually, I'll shut up. Let's watch the video.
The slam and the foul.
And the crowd-pleasing stuff, igniting this capacity crowd at the Garden. But give Hudson the credit, running down the missed shot.
Davis with a rip away.
Ricky Davis on Steve Nash. Yeah, that was nasty.
I think he jumped over Steve Nash.
I remember that. Kobe baseline on KG and the gang.
Kobe Bryant just sucked the gravity.
How does that come in center? Kobe on Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. Oh, boy. Here's another look from a different angle. This one right into your living room.
No coincidence you're getting a lot of Kobe and T-Mac. Oh, here's another T-Mac right now, actually. T-Mac on Sean Bradley. But this is Kobe and T-Mac in their athletic prime right now. And at the time, these were the two players in the discussion for top player in the league. It was usually Kobe versus T-Mac was the discussion. But I remember watching that Kobe on Dwight Howard dunk live. I jumped out of my seat. I was like, holy crap, dude. This dude. Dude. And the Sean Bradley dunk right here is nasty, too, on T-Mac. Go ahead.
Goal defense, and that says a lot. Here comes McCready. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building. What a play by T-Mac.
Have a at the passion. Look at the animation on Tracy McGrady.
The crowd is oohing and eyeing as we just did ourselves.
Again, Alonzo
Here it
Mourning
is.
changing a shot.
This lead of 8, Miami's largest of the game, but talk about large. How about that slam dunk from Vince Carter?
Goes to the basket as strong as anybody in the league.
Fun fact, Vince Carter actually dunked on Alonzo Mourning twice in this game. The first, he dunked on him one time before this dunk. It was nasty, but it wasn't as good as this one. So that one's often overshadowed. But he put Zoe on 2 posters in this game.
Gets his body in the way and throws it down.
Baron Davis on Karolinko. BD. B. Diddy.
Timeout in Barron's house.
LeBron on Kevin Garnett.
Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human life.
Nice move by Bron.
Cavaliers, their biggest lead tonight.
He was looking for contact.
Anderson Varejao.
Got a piece of it. Wade. Yes, and a foul. Wade going right at Anderson Varejao.
I can't remember, but in the beginning of this play, from the other side of the court to this one, it was a good play because I think LeBron James went up for a dunk or a layup, might have been a dunk, and he got rejected. And off the momentum of that block, it transitioned into this Dwayne Wade dunk on Anderson Varejao. Mini Euro step, cocked back, boom, threw him into out of bounds, man. Nasty dunk. But that's not even my favorite Dwayne Wade dunk. My favorite D Wade dunk is, actually, I did a video about it in my Amazing Plays playlist. You can go check it out if you want to. But D Wade did this, one of the nastiest, if not the nastiest, two-handed tomahawk dunk I've ever seen. Came kind of baseline, spin move into the paint, cocked it back. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be on this, but it was nasty.
Right at the body of Anderson Varejao. Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao.
Good defense.
D Rose on Nash.
Stop it! Don't do him like that! What are you doing, Dragic? Did you not get the memo?
Oh, that was on Dragic.
Can go up.
Yeah, that was on Dragic. That wasn't on Nash. For some reason, I remember that being on Nash, but no, it was on Dragic. It was on Dragic. You know what? I'm gonna give myself a tally for that one. Like, I knew the dunk, I just got the guy on the poster wrong. Like, I knew the dunk. For some reason, I thought it was Nash. No, it was Dragic. Gordon Dragic.
He double clutches this. Watch this.
Damn.
For 2 dunks.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, Wade, what a play!
Wow.
Oh,
Spin.
I need to see that again because I don't believe what he did.
Great move. The building was standing and in true appreciation. Boy left wide open.
Oh, yeah, Blake Griffin.
Oh, wow.
Blake Griffin dunked on Pau Gasol twice. The other dunk Blake Griffin did on Pau Gasol, you could argue it might have been an offensive foul because Pau jumped, but Blake just took his whole arm and just like raked Pau across his like neck or upper chest area, just took him out the play. But it counted, so he dunked on Pau at least twice.
Incredible rebound put back. Calls for the screen. 2-man game.
Oh, here it is right here.
Explodes on Gasol.
That's just nasty.
Jason Terry, good defense.
Yeah,
Waves
LeBron.
takes it away. Chalmers. Paul James. Whoa.
Look how high he got.
Now it looked like he jumped out of the.
I remember watching this live. I texted my boy. I was like, dude, Bron just stapled Jason Terry into the floor. Why did Jason Terry jump?
Mezzanine to dunk this ball. Just watch as they lay it up there. Watch this.
Gives it to Fareed. Swatted away by.
Oh, this is that cockback.
8
seconds. Terrence Ross going right at Kenneth Fareed with the throwdown.
Nasty.
Oh, Terrence Ross just did that.
Ricky, good anticipation.
Oh, Kevin Garnett.
KG trailing the play. Kevin Garnett with a thunderous dunk. They're going to call a technical foul.
Now, some of y'all might be saying, how did that make the top most disgusting dunk for that year? It wasn't that amazing, but you got to understand, Kevin Garnett was on the tail end of his career. I don't remember if this was his last year, but if it wasn't, it was close to his last year. He went back to the Timberwolves to finish his career off. And if given the context, yeah, old man.
For taunting Blake Griffin, Doc Rivers.
Good change of direction.
He throws it down.
Oh, Larry Nance has the crowd on their feet. They are standing up. Even the net fans are on their feet. Larry Nance. So you shouldn't be allowed to jump.
As a lifelong Laker fan, you know I remember this dunk. Larry Nance Jr., his dad could jump too, if I'm not mistaken. I was mad when we traded him.
Off of the trampoline. Hammer, dunk. You should not be allowed to jump off of the trampoline.
Russ.
The rim is crying. You want to talk about putting some hurt on an inanimate object. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Russell Westbrook.
And he's going to remember that Thon Maker for the rest of his career.
Wow. With 6:45 remaining.
Jason Tatum on Bron.
That throws it down. Wow.
Jason Tatum has electrified the crowd. And the Celtics back within 2.
Oh, LeBron. I don't remember who he dunked on, but it was like a cockback. Yeah. I didn't remember who he dunked on, but I remember this one was all over of course, it's going to be all over the morning networks because LeBron did it. But yeah, I remember this one. But yeah, it was a good dunk by Bron in his latter years.
The crowd on their feet. That's what they came to see. If nothing else happens, they're happy now.
That's that shot from behind.
DeRozan.
Oh my goodness! DeMar DeRozan with a vicious slam.
Oh no! I'm in disbelief here.
Oh yeah, and Edwards on Utah.
That time he does finish with the exclamation.
That dunk is so nasty. And this dunk here, and Edwards on Utah Watanabe. God, Utah Watanabe has so much heart and passion. He'll jump on everything. Doesn't matter. But Ant Edwards got bunnies. I'll rewind that one. I love that Ant Edwards dunk, man. Dude got so high.
That time he does finish.
Oh, rewind one more time.
Exclamation point.
I want to see it. In fast, real time, right here.
Lucky that wasn't turned over. Anthony Edwards. That time he does finish with the
Flushed it straight down. Straight down. And Edwards flushed that straight down. My gosh. So the only dunk I hadn't seen, I got 29 out of 30. It looks like I wasn't sure if my tallies were correct as the video was going on. I was like, God, did I tally? I have a bad memory. So I was like, did I tally that one? But no, that's the only one I hadn't seen before is that Scottie Pippen dunk. So 29 out of 30 ain't bad, but I'm going to tell you some dunks that I thought was going to be in there that probably should have been in there. But maybe, I guess it's up to the opinion. But the one, I don't remember what year it was, but the Blake Griffin dunk on, I think it was Kendrick Perkins, where he like took his head, put it right there, and just flushed it down, threw it down. I thought that was going to be in there. I thought the DeAndre Jordan dunk, his popular dunk, the alley-oop facial, I thought that was going to be on there. I don't remember who it was on. It might have been, was it Dante Jones? I can't remember. I thought the Kobe Bryant dunk would have been on there in Brooklyn, where Kobe Bryant in his last good year before he tore his Achilles, or the year he did tear his Achilles, he dunked on 2 players on Brooklyn at the same time, Gerald Wallace and Chris Humphries. I thought that was going to be there. Then there was a Chris Paul dunk. Chris Paul dunked on Dwight Howard, nasty. I thought that was going to be on there. And Dwight Howard dunked on somebody on the alley-oop. That was nasty. I think it was alley-oop. But for all I know, some of these dunks I'm talking about could have been in the same year. So it could have just been tough competition. But I thought I would see some of those. But yeah, I can't complain too much. These were solid picks at the end of the day. Let me know what you think about it. If there's some dunks that you would have preferred from the last 30 years, let me know. And I appreciate y'all. And catch you on the next one. We out, baby.